Hello students, this is Nitin Mohod, and through this video we are moving on to the basics of serial communication. As you know, the microprocessor communicates with the outside world, providing data in bite-sized groups. In case of printer, the data is grabbed from the 8-bit data bus and provided to the 8-bit data bus of the printer. But this works only if the cable is short or the distance between the devices is short, since long cables may distort or diminish the signals. Also, 8-bit data path, which is a parallel actually, is expensive. Thus, serial communication is used for data transfer between two systems located at distance of hundreds of feet to millions of miles apart. Now here we are going to see the serial and parallel data transfer. So from the figure, here you can see how the serial communication is done or serial data transfer is done. So data is sent serially bitwise and it is received also bitwise at the receiving end. While in parallel data transfer, you can see the number of bits are transferred at a time from sender and number of bits are received at a time by the receiver. Serial communication uses single data line instead of separate data lines as in parallel communication, as you can see from the diagrams. Serial communication is not just cheaper but also enables two computers located in two different cities to communicate through telephone line. In serial data communication, byte is first converted into series of bits using PISO register, that is parallel in serial out register, and then transmitted over a single line. While at the receiving end there must be a SIPO register, that is serial in parallel out register, to receive data serially and packing them into bytes. Therefore, for transferring or receiving data on telephone line, it must be converted into audio tones to and from zeros and ones. That is, for transferring the data, the audio tones will be converted to zeros and ones, and for receiving the data, the audio tones will be converted from zeros and ones to audio tones, which is performed, means these activities which we have seen, these are performed by modem, and modem is a modulator demodulator, where modulator converts zeros and ones to audio tones while demodulator converts audio tones to zeros and ones. For short distance, digital signals can be transferred as it is on simple wire and requires no modulation. For example, data transfer from PC keyboards to motherboards. While for a long distance, data transfer using communication lines like telephones, serial data communication requires modem to modulate and demodulate. Serial data communication is broadly classified as asynchronous and synchronous communication. Synchronous method transfers block of data or characters, you can say, at a time, while asynchronous method transfers a single byte at a time. To use these methods, there are special chips used in microcontroller, and they are UART, that is Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter, and second chip it may be USART, that is USART, Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. 8051 has built-in UART. We will see the differences between the asynchronous data transfer and synchronous data transfer. Asynchronous data transfer, so here single byte is transferred at a time, while in synchronous data transfer block of data is transferred at a time. Asynchronous data transfer requires no clock and adds parity bit to the data before transmission. While in synchronous data transfer, clock synchronization is a must between sender and receiver. Every character in asynchronous data transfer is sandwiched between start and stop bits, which is called framing. Start bit is a single bit, while stop bit may be 1 or 2 bits, with start bit always low and stop bit high. While in asynchronous data transfer, it uses synchronization character indicating start and completion of the data transmission. So far the speed is concerned, transmission speed is low in case of asynchronous data transfer, while the transmission speed is high in case of synchronous data transfer. Examples of asynchronous data transfer are emails and letters. While synchronous data transfer, there are the examples like chat rooms, telephonic conversation, video conferencing, etc. Data transmission or communication modes in computer. So these are actually the types of transferring the data between two devices. Communication between individual interconnected devices takes place through the buses and networks. Accordingly, there are three types of transmission modes: simplex transmission mode, half duplex transmission mode, and full duplex transmission mode. Simplex mode, it follows unidirectional or one-way communication. Within two linked devices, only one of the devices can transmit while other has to receive only. Entire channel capacity in this case is used to send the data in one direction. For example, keyboards are used only for the input purpose, while monitors, radio and TV broadcasting, printer can be used for output purpose only. Here you can see the diagram which depicts you the simplex mode of transmission, where the data is sent from sender to receiver. So direction of flow at all time will be in one direction, and this is what the simplex mode transmission is. Then duplex transmission. In the data transmission, if the data can be transmitted or received, it's a duplex transmission. Duplex transmission is classified as half duplex and full duplex depending on whether or not the data transfer is simultaneous. So first we will see the half duplex transmission. Here in the diagram it is very clear that a single line is there in between terminal A and terminal B. If terminal A is sending the data, it will be received by terminal B, and if terminal B is sending the data, it will be received by terminal A, but it cannot be done simultaneously, as is the example of walkie-talkie set. So transmission in either direction but not simultaneously. Here data transmission takes place between two devices, but at a time only one device can either receive or transmit the data. When one device sends the data, the other has to receive only, and vice versa. Thus, entire capacity of the channel be used in one direction. Press to talk radiophones and walkie-talkies are the example of this kind. While in full duplex transmission, which is a very common example I can give as a mobile communication, video conferencing, where both the terminals at a time can send or receive the data, that is transmission in both directions simultaneously. So here the data goes in both ways at a time. Thus the channel capacity is in a shared mode actually, or shared here. It requires two wire conductors for the data lines. addition to signal ground. Telephone, mobile conversation, video conferencing are examples of full duplex transmission. And now moving on to data transfer rate. Rate of data transfer in serial data communication is the data transfer rate. It is measured in BPS, that is bits per second, and which is also called as baud rate. Baud rate and BPS are not same, since BPS is number of signals change per second, and in modem a single change of signal sometimes transfers several bits of data. For conductor wire, baud rate and BPS are same. So I hope the idea about the serial communication, parallel communication, different modes of communication, that is simplex mode, half duplex mode, full duplex mode, along with the speed of transmission, which is measured as a bits per second or baud rate, and the concept behind is clear to you. Thank you.